Hey everyone, welcome to Zack Attack News Live. It is Tuesday, August 6th, and I'm super excited to talk to you guys about everything that's been coming out this week in terms of news. Surprisingly, there's not a lot, but I still have a packed show for you today. If you are watching this live, let me know how you guys are feeling. Let me know what you guys have been watching recently on TV or film. And if you're eating something, let me know. As always, I love to hear what you guys are eating and give me suggestions for some cuisine. I have a couple comments in the chat already. Collectively Man, who was here earlier, said, "Hey, Zach, just got out seeing Trap. I enjoyed the movie." Yes, one of us. One of us. Have you seen my review of Trap on the channel? I severely enjoyed that film despite the problems that it has. It just was a really fun film. Hey, Frisky, aka Alexander Grete Films. Did you change your name? Is this your new YouTube name? I like it. How are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the live stream. I'm excited for your next short film to come out and check that out. Alexander, is that going to be something that's going to be like in theaters, or are you going to be putting on YouTube? Is that something that I can like react to on YouTube and like react to it on the channel live? I would love to do that. Let me know. 80s Kids for the 90s said, "I had so much sugar today." And yes, I saw it. You posted up your spread. Holy crap. You gonna eat all that tonight? That's kind of insane, man. But if you can handle it, if you don't have to wake up nowhere tomorrow, you can do it. Hey, one of our favorite new guys in the chat, Butts Unplugged. That's a wild thing to say. How are you doing, sir? Yeah, Zach knows I'm eating according to Discord. I saw all of that. I'm super excited to get into all this stuff. Oh, Kenny Sparks is here. Hey, bro, I'm in your stream on the phone. Sully. Oh, also, yeah, Sully streams hit 4,000 subscribers. Big congrats. Hold on, I gotta give him the round of applause. You already know how I be. Yeah. To him. I'm really happy for him to hit 4,000 subscribers. He's now doing his 4,000 subscriber Q&A. I was just in there before I went live myself. Alexander says, "It is. Will always be Frisky at heart. However, also thank you. Yes, this particular show will be on YouTube, not doing the festival circuit for any longer, I fear." Okay. Well, hopefully it gets out there. If you are okay with it once it come out, I would love to do a reaction to it on the channel. Let me know if that's possible. Oh, wait, he said, "Oh, yes, you as well as anyone else." Oh, nice. Yeah, I definitely will do that once it comes out. I'm excited to do that. Butts Unplugged Forever is a wild name. Forever. Fact, you know what? I do want my butt unplugged forever. You're right. Sugar makes me a little loony, like Ed from Lion King. Nice. I like your channel. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that as always. Okay. Let's get into the next topic, and then I'll make my rounds about and talk to you guys again. And yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine. Obviously, it's been out for 2.5 weeks. Spoilers are available now. If you have not seen it already, what are you doing? They have images of everything online, all the cameos, all the big parts, the dance routine in the beginning. If you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine already, you gotta go check it out because spoilers are everywhere. And now on my live streams, I will be talking spoilers about Deadpool and Wolverine. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is, hey, the MCU has been struggling to get the new Blade, the Sacred Timeline Blade, out with Mahershala Ali. Recently, obviously, in Deadpool Wolverine, the OG, the first Marvel Jesus, Wesley Snipes, reprised his role as Blade and was in Deadpool Wolverine. Now, it seems Ryan Reynolds is starting a campaign for Wesley Snipes to get a Logan-like send-off. So this is from actually Ryan Reynolds' Instagram and Twitter. He posted his picture with Wesley Snipes, which is so great because obviously we know that these two had a feud coming out of Blade Trinity because of some of Wesley Snipes' antics and Ryan Reynolds being annoying, and they had like a feud for a little while. We don't know if it was actually for as long as they said, but we know that they didn't like each other for a little while. It was even a joke in the film. So he said about Wesley Snipes, "There's no Fox, Marvel Universe, or MCU without Blade. First, creating a market. He is Marvel's daddy. Please share for a Logan-like send-off." That's what he kind of posted on his Instagram. A lot of people have been debating with the Mahershala Ali Blade struggling. Do we just bring back Wesley Snipes to come in and be the permanent Blade in the MCU? So first off, I want to talk about some of the accomplishments that Blade had, right? Like what Ryan Reynolds is saying is not untrue. While some cite the 2000 X-Men as the start of the superhero explosion at the movies, one would argue that Snipes' 1998 hit Blade that kicked it all off. While Blade may not have single-handedly saved Marvel, it was a mainstream hit that came at a critical time for the company. The movie grossed 131 million worldwide, and Marvel even reworked the comic book version of the Blade to align more closely with the movie. The comic book character went from being a human with immunity to vampire bites to a superhuman vampire. I didn't even know that Blade was a human that was immune. I only know him as the half human, half the Daywalker, right? That's all I know him as. So that's how influential this movie was. But some other key notes to why this movie is so influential and saved MCU, because Blade did so well, right? Because Marvel didn't really own it. I think it was New Line that did Blade. That gave incentive to Fox and Sony to buy the X-Men properties and buy the Spider-Man properties off of Marvel and make these wonderful films that we got from Sony and Marvel. And then we also, that money helped them not start the MCU with their C, B list, D list characters, right? Because Iron Man, Captain America, and a bunch of these characters were C and D list characters before the MCU upgraded them, and now everyone knows them and thinks that they're always so popular. So Blade definitely is one of the most important comic book trilogies of all time, and I think Wesley Snipes deserved to come back and be represented in a positive light. One thing I'll say though, I would be down for a Logan like send off, right? But I don't know if I would be down for him to get his own movie. I think it will be a little too much for Wesley Snipes to come back and do a Blade Logan film, and then we don't have a proper MCU Blade. I want a Blade that's young enough. I know Marshall, he's getting kind of old, but still young enough to do the action and play and continue to go on. I don't think Wesley Snipes looked really that great doing action in Deadpool and Wolverine. Might be kind of a Samuel L. Jackson situation where he's not be able to move as much. I could be wrong. It could have just been the editing of the action itself, but I don't know if he could do the whole movie like that. I think what they could do is give Wesley Snipes an opportunity to be Blade, right? And obviously be in Doomsday. I was gonna say Kang Dynasty, Doomsday, and also Secret Wars. But maybe this is the multiverse saga, right? This Blade movie, let's have it where something multiversal happens in the Blade movie, and he meets Wesley Snipes' Blade in the future in his universe, older, going through a Logan like send off, and maybe Mahershala Ali's Blade needs advice and gets it from Wesley Snipes. Doing the official handoff, doing the official baton pass, you get to highlight Wesley Snipes, honor him, show that he's the OG, while also uplifting Mahershala Ali's Blade. So there's never ever a thing of where like, oh yeah, he's taking it away from Wesley, the only Blade and all that stuff. And you incorporate all that story, give it some heart, and use the multiverse in a proper way in the Blade film. I think that's the way they should go about it. I don't know if we should get just a Wesley Snipes Blade send off, but that would be a cool way to send off. Give a little bit of section of film where he talks to Wesley Snipes as Blade, and Blade to Blade have a deep conversation, just like how Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield had that deep conversation with Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and that elevated No Way Home in a big way. So that's my opinion on Blade getting more action, Wesley Snipes Blade getting more action MCU. But guys, let me know how you guys feel about Blade being Marvel's daddy, as Reynolds say. It's saving the Marvel movies and the franchises and everything that came after it. And also, do you think that Wesley Snipes should get just a proper send off, get his own one film that's like Logan, where he's older? There might be a little bit of issue with that because in the Blade Trinity, I believe that all the vampires are dead and there's no more vampires after that film. So I don't know if that's possible for them to even do a sequel to that in that universe, but they can figure it out, right? They can figure out something happened. There was a one vampire that was sneaking or whatever, right? Would you like to see that? Just a Wesley Snipes Blade film? Is this just one off? Is a send off? Or would you like my idea where he kind of interacts with Mahershala Ali's character and we get an update of what's going on in his life and they kind of uplift each other in that way? Drop all the comments down below if you're watching this afterwards. If you're watching live, stay tuned and let me know what your thoughts are. Let's see. Like channel. Also, I'm also playing Bandicoot 4. Man, you out here just doing multiple things at one time. And actually, honestly, let me end this poll and ask you guys a new poll. Start poll. What Snipes Blade? Logan send off. In new Blade movie as variant. Leave the character alone. One day I'll have somebody to do these polls for me. That seriously means a lot, dude. You're a real friend and a great supporter of mine. I try my best to do likewise. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, you're one of the coolest people. We've had really great conversations offline, online, and all that stuff. You know, there's only one Blade. I hear you. Hey, Mama Bear Doll, what's up? He said Ryan Reynolds did start that Hugh Jackman and Deadpool campaign. He did, and it worked. Dang, man, Snipes got to be MCU before Ali. That's kind of crazy if you think about it, right? Him getting into the MCU, not MCU proper, I guess, before Ali's movie came out. Yeah, bring back Wesley as Blade. I feel like Ryan openly campaigning for Wesley unintentionally hurts the hype, if there was any, for Mahershala's Blade. I agree. I think it does hurt the hype. It kind of knocks it down. I know Wesley himself has been in favor of it and has, shouted him out and said that all these problems has nothing to do with Mahershala, but it does kind of hurt him. I think a proper send off would help fans accept the new Blade. That's also very possible as well, if I'm getting a proper send off. I saw the first Blade in theaters when it first came out. I don't think I did. It's 98. I was 8 years old. There's no way I was watching an R-rated movie at that time. I definitely saw it at home. I like to see Mahershala and Wesley team up in Secret Wars. Yep, that's something similar to what I was saying. Hey, Collecting Movie Man, what's up? How are you doing? Let's face it, Wesley deserves a better movie than Blade 3 to be his final movie as Blade. I can see that. I can kind of agree with that, man. I would love a Wesley renaissance, kind of like how Brendan Fraser is getting one right now. And he's speaking facts. How are you doing today? I'm doing really well. Work felt like forever. Felt like I was there forever, but I'm good now. Yeah, I'm just having a good time with you guys. I'm happy that Sully hit 4K and he's doing his amazing stream right now. And I'm glad to be here with you guys right now. Did Kenny say Crash Bandicoot? I love that game as a young kid. It's been forever. Me too. I really, really enjoyed Crash Bandicoot. I really enjoyed Trap. I'm planning on. Wow, I'm really happy to hear that, man. That you're picking up the 4K of Trap. I really, really enjoyed that movie too. Loving the shirt, by the way. Thank you. I got a lot of compliments on this shirt today. It feels real nice. I love the texture, little ASMR. And yeah, it's a nice color. I think it fits my skin. It's my skin complexion. It's a great shirt. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. The next topic I don't have any graphics for because it was like a last minute thing and it was a TV show topic, but it ties into movies. And this is coming from Deadline. So, John Wick, right? John Wick 1, 2, 3, 4, all bangers of movies. I think that 4 jumped the shark a little bit in terms of the how much action we can get in a film without story. But I think it was a proper send off for the character. Speaking of proper send offs, and I really love Keanu Reeves in the role. I don't know if expanding the universe of John Wick, just the fact that it's going to be called John Wick and he's now dead. Sorry, spoiler if you haven't seen John Wick 4. It's been basically a year. I think it came out in the summer last year. He died in John Wick 4, presumably. We did the Continental, right? The Continental came out. It came and went. People didn't really watch it. And I heard the people that did watch it didn't really enjoy it that much, said it was okay. They've been trying to get the ballerina off the ground with Anna de Armas. I'm kind of excited to see that because I really like Anna de Armas, and I think seeing another character in the universe is great. But now there's being announced that they're going to be doing a John Wick 4 sequel series. So a sequel series with John Wick in it after John Wick 4, where people in the high table are scrambling now. It's going to be called John Wick High Table, where they're scrambling to get new seats and replace people because of what he's done and how many people he's killed a part of the High Table. For me, this is too much. I like, not every popular thing needs to be this ever expanding franchise. I think that they did try the first show with the hotel the Continental, and it didn't do well. And now they're trying to expand it again. We're also supposed to be getting movie with the Blind Samurai, which I thought was really interesting. I liked his character in John Wick 4, but I do think it's just too much. I'm not interested in seeing Keanu Reeves come back in a film um, from death and fighting the high table. This is something that probably they shouldn't have killed him if they were going to do that. It's really, really weird. I personally just think it's a bad idea. They're going to run the franchise in the ground and start making it get like a bad taste in the mouth. You know, the Continental was apart. I heard that the ballerina's been having issues with the action, and I just think that they need to, if they're going to do more in that universe, because the universe is interesting, get some new characters, right? Get some new characters, make nobody part of the universe. It's very similar. Add that within it. It's the same directors and things like that, or same production company. Let's get a new character, like we get the ballerina. Let's focus on the blind samurai. Let's get, or I don't know if he was a samurai, but the blind guy that was in that film. I'm forgetting what the character name was. Let's add some other characters and use that name. And then you can mention John Wick. So you know it's tied into it, but having it John Wick in there is just always going to make it feel like, where's John Wick at? Why is he not here when you already killed him off? It's a weird situation, and I think that they need to wrap this franchise up. I'm usually always down and open-minded for these kind of things, but for this kind of franchise, I don't want to keep seeing Keanu Reeves come back. He didn't really have a character arc in most of his films, and I feel like he's just going to run into the ground. So, guys, John Wick fans, non-John Wick fans, if there's any out there, what do you feel? How do you feel about a John Wick 4 sequel series called John Wick the Round Table, and him coming back to life, dealing with the Round Table as they scramble to get back into power and things like that? Do you think that's a great idea? Do you think that should just be a John Wick 5 movie? Should this be a prequel or something like that? How do you guys feel about it? Let me know in the comments down below if you're watching afterwards. If you're live, let's talk about it right now. Zach hasn't had a bad shirt in 2024. I appreciate you, Kenny. You're the first one to kind of point out my shirts, and it's been kind of a trend now. And Mama Bear too. You two really point out my shirts, and it's awesome. I appreciate that. You were 8 when the first Blade came out. I feel old. Oh man, how old were you? Did you hear about House of Dragon and how people are so upset with the second season? I actually really enjoyed the second season. The finale wasn't great though. I still enjoyed it. I haven't heard that yet. None of my friends talk about that show, and I actually haven't started the second season. I don't know why I'm so behind on my TV shows. I'm watching too many movies, and writing my Return of the King script. I have the skeleton and the theme. I need to fill it out. But yeah, I haven't heard any controversy about House of Dragon. I know that they announced that, you know, season 3 is coming, and I think season 4 is the final season. So that's interesting. It's doing well enough. Alexander said the ending of John Wick 4 felt like the finale of Cowboy Bebop with a Barry Lyndon casting. Funny because Keanu wanted to do a live action Bebop film. Oh yeah, that's he meant coding. Got you. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I remember he wanted to do that. That's one of his favorite animes. That's a very interesting take. Cowboy Bebop is another franchise where it was one and done. It's very popular. They didn't try to remake it in terms of like doing a bunch of spin-offs and prequels and sequels and stuff like that. They obviously tried to do the live action adaptation, didn't work out, but they relaxed on it. Just do that with this. We got 4 great films, 1 mediocre show. Let's cut it off. Are you going to talk about the little trailer that was released of Last of Us Part 2, Season 2? I'm not going to do the Last of Us trailer because it's a TV show that's not connected to the movie, and I try to stick to the movie stuff. But yeah, the little teaser trailer for Last of Us Part 2 looked really, really good. I'm excited for people to see this, especially if you're non-gamers. I'm interested to see how people react to what happens in Season 2. If they adapt it from what happened in the game, it's going to cause some controversy. I agree. John Wick is, to me, a perfect 4-film franchise, and all those extra shows and upcoming films feel so unneeded. Yeah, like I said, the ballerina thing I'm kind of down for because it's tying into his past, and we haven't seen. We got glimpses of that ballerina, that place where he got his marker, how he got into this life, and I'd like to see a character come from there and expand on all that without him being like a main part of it. But other than that, I don't want to see anything else with John Wick being alive. It's almost 1 a.m. in UK. Good night. Okay, have a good night, Butts Unplug. I appreciate you being here as long as you could. That is really late. Get some good sleep. Night Unplugged. Don't forget about your poll. You always reminding me about my polls. I appreciate that. So first poll was how are you guys were doing? 57% of you guys are fantastic. 40% through legendary, conscious, and hopeful. So that's a tie between all those, which is hilarious. The last poll here, Snipes Blade, leave the character alone. 50% said, yeah, wow. I was surprised that a lot of you guys want to leave the character alone. In new Blade movie as a variant, 33%, and Logan set off 60%. So not a lot of you guys are looking for like a Logan set off for the character. That's interesting. I saw at Dollar Tree and saw that bag peanut butter cups cost $4.25. Nice, nice. Nice shirt, Zach. I appreciate that. Should Lucasfilm start making animated Star Wars movies instead? I think that would work a lot better if they wanted to tell more stories of the Clone Wars era or the original trilogy era. I think that Star Wars has a very big potential if they give it like a high budget stylized TV show animated stuff. I don't think that the Star Wars brand can go animated and make the money that the Star Wars brand is supposed to make, that 800 million, 900 million, $1 billion, $2 billion franchise that it is, right? Like the sequel trilogy, a lot of people talk crap about it, but all three of those movies made $1 billion or more. So that's what they're looking for with each film. And animated movies just don't do that unless it's like Pixar. You know what I mean? So I don't think that Star Wars can do it. I don't think there's enough of a casual fan base to come in and watch animated Star Wars, unfortunately. I would love it, but I don't think it's going to happen. Okay, what is my next topic? So, right. So a couple of weeks ago on Zack Attack News Live, I announced that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were starting their own production company, right? They already kind of were producing films together. They did Air. I think that was last year that came out. Yes. And it did really, really well in theaters, did really, really well on Prime Video, and even was doing well mostly through award season, got nominated for some Oscars, didn't win any, but still got nominated. And then people really liked the movie about the making of the Jordan sneaker, right? And Matt Damon and Ben Affleck was in there. Now they're tackling another real life impactful legend of sorts, but a person that has been very controversial over the past 10 years, 15 years, and that's Hulk Hogan, right? Hulk Hogan is the character there, on a person that they're adapting now. We've recently seen him at the Republican National Convention acting as Hulk Hogan, his character, instead of his real life persona, supporting Trump. He's had some issues in terms of using the N-word. He's had some issues just doing things that are not favorable and overall, but he continues to get support. So a couple years ago, something unfortunate happened to him. And no matter who you are, no matter how bad you are, something like this shouldn't happen to you. And Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's production company is trying to take it on. So killing Gawker, which Gawker, if for you youngins out there, was a big site back in the day that used to have videos and articles and everything on there. And this movie is called Killing Gawker. It says a feature focusing on Hulk Hogan's legal battle with Gawker Media is in the works from Ben Affleck and Matt Damon's production company, Artist Equity. The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed. Gus Van Sant is in talks to direct. He previously directed Good Will Hunting, which obviously won Oscars, and it had Matt Damon and Ben Affleck in it, and that was a script that they wrote. Charles Randolph pens the script, which is adapting a nonfiction book about the same subject, and he wrote the Oscar-winning script for The Big Short. So we have a talented duo here in terms of an Oscar-winning director and an Oscar-winning writer doing this, right? With Matt Damon and Ben Affleck producing the film. All the ingredients here is great. And Ben Affleck is expected to play the character Hulk Hogan. So what is Killing Gawker about? What is this legal battle about? So in November 2016, Gawker Media agreed to pay Hulk Hogan $31 million, whose real name is Terry Bollea, to settle the sex tape lawsuit filed by the famed wrestler over the company, publishing an excerpt of the footage. The case surrounding 2012 article that included portions of the video filmed 6 years prior and it led to Gawker's website being shut down. So this killed that company. That was out for a couple years. It was a big thing that a lot of people on the internet used to go to, right? It's kind of like how Game Informer magazine, I believe, was a Game Informer just closed down, which is very, very sad. Gawker used to be a big thing. So I find this very, very interesting because of the people that are behind it. I'm not a big fan of Hulk Hogan myself. A lot of things that he said and done in the past have rubbed me the wrong way. But I do find this is not like being a biopic. It doesn't seem like it's something that's gonna praise him at all. But I find this being interesting being produced by these two. Because movies that they're produced have been very, very entertaining and interesting. But after seeing something like Dumb Money, I feel like this could be in the style of that, right? I think this could be the style of Dumb Money, the people versus the site, and the things that the machinations that happen in this. Prime, the guy who runs Prime Video, was a part of this too and funded uh, what's his name, Hogan, in terms of like getting him to sue Gawker. So that back and forth can be really, really interesting. The details of all that can be really, really interesting. I think Ben Affleck could do a great job as Hulk Hogan. I would love to see him be this charismatic guy on screen, like in the movie, and then maybe more reserved when he's behind that, and kind of all the details of this. Because I heard about this, but I don't know the full details of it. Just like with the Dumb Money situation, I didn't know the full details of it, even though I heard about it. So I think this could be an interesting movie. I think it could be maybe an awards contender with the writer, director, and the actors a part of it. But guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you're watching this afterwards, if you're live, let me know what you feel, and stay tuned. Tomorrow I have a Collateral Steelbook coming out. Nice. How to clock in soon. I'll have to clock in soon, Zach, but gave the stream a like. Just wanted to say hi. Have a great stream, but thank you, Dave. I appreciate you so much. Have a great day at work or great night at work. I want this movie to come out just to see Matt Damon in Hulk Hogan makeup. Well, Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is going to be the one did I say Matt Damon? I meant to say Ben Affleck if I said Matt Damon. Ben Affleck is the one that will probably be Hulk Hogan. He's in talks. He's expected to play him. Let's see. Let's see if he plays him. Hulk Hogan should know better. Should know better about Trump. Should he? I feel like they're birds of a feather. And you know what they say about birds of a feather? They flock together, buddy. Hey, Cosmic Broadcast, what's up? How you doing, Daddy Broadcast? How you feeling? How are you doing? What have you watched recently? I feel like we don't get a lot of videos from you. What have you watched recently on Cosmic Broadcast that you really liked? Let me put up a poll. Killing Gawker. Interested. Not interested. Start poll. Okay. I'm a real American. I have like a team. Oh no. Oh God. Mama Bear doll. No. I think it's interesting that Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are doing another sports legal drama like Air. Yeah, I feel like that feels like that's going to be in their pocket. So we've gotten a couple movies like this. Tetris, which was on Apple TV, that was really good. Air, obviously, and Dumb Money. And I think there's another film, Blackberry, which was really good. And I think Blackberry is probably the best one out of those four. So we're getting a lot of these real life comedy legal dramas about these real situations, like a rise of that. And I've enjoyed all of them. So yeah, I'm down for this to come out and to get like informed about this stuff, but also laugh a little bit and everything. I think it could be really interesting. Hey, TJ Billups is in the live chat. He said, I just joined. What happened, Baba Bear? We were talking about how they're going to be making a movie about the legal battle that Hulk Hogan had against Gawker because they posted clips from his sex tape in 2016 on their site and how that shut down the site. And they're going to be making a movie about that. Is anyone excited for D23? Yes, I'm very, very excited for D23. I got to look up when that is. I feel like I might be live streaming a lot during that week when announcements come out. I have a little birdie in my hair. Grace Randolph. Saying there's a lot of stuff going to be announced during that time. So I'm going to try to cover a bunch of it in like edited videos or a live stream. We'll see. I might do a bunch of edited videos and then maybe do like a live stream roundup so we can talk about it with each other. Alexander says, don't really have an opinion yet because I don't know the backstory that well, but I love Ben Affleck, Damon, Van Sant enter the chat together. Yeah, it's a great lineup of people. That's a great creative that I trust. I haven't seen the Blackberry. Do you know if it's anywhere to buy physically? That's a good question. Blackberry. Ooh. Berry movie Blu-ray. Did they do one? Yeah, you can buy on Walmart. They have the Blu-ray on Walmart. Cole's note: Ben Affleck is going to make a movie about the lawsuit between Hulk. Oh, yeah, gotcha. She was just telling TJ. Maybe I'm excited for D23. He said, my pleasure. Nice. All right. We're going to be moving into. So, those are only two news stories I have for today. Not much out there, but I thought those were interesting. Where's my little graphic? So, next up, we have, if I can find my graphic. That is still loud, even though I turned it down in the graphic. But yeah, this is Attacking Zach, where I break down the box office news of the week for this past weekend. And let's talk about Trap. So the new M. Night Shyamalan film came in with a lot of hype. The people saw the trailer, people saw the concept, and it was a lot of buzz on the internet about about Trap. So, and this is the most excited people have seen to be about an M. Night Shyamalan film in a long time. The movie was predicted to open at $25 to $30 million, as you can see, as I wrote down. But it opened on par with Old and Knock at the Cabin. It did 15.5 million domestic, 4.5, 6 million international. I don't know why there's not an I there. And it made 20.1 million worldwide on a budget of 35 million. I think that the word of mouth for this film before it came out hurt it. The RT score is at 53%. The audience score wasn't available at time. And the cinema score, which is a very good predicator on if a film is going to have legs, was a C plus, right? C plus is usually decent for like a horror film, but Trap is not a horror film; it's more of a crime thriller film. And I think that the Rotten Tomato, the cinema score, and just the all around word of mouth around this film, I think there's a lot of people who don't like this film or says meh, is going to not help with repeat viewing, right? So 15.5 million first weekend. The budget was 35 to 40 million. It said 30 to 40, so I put 35 plus all the marketing, things like that. So I think this is going to end up being a flop, unfortunately. I, in particular, really, really like this film. What, I've heard about in a long time, I've talked about a long time, that M. Night Shyamalan, he puts his money up for his own films, right? Like all his films recently, of his last couple films, he puts the money in and then he finds a distributor to distribute, and then they split whatever they got to split, but he makes most of the money back because he's the one putting all the money up. So he put his money up for this film as well. And he also does a thing where he shoots close to where he lives. So he doesn't have to fly out or spend a lot of money to like overprice things. But he looks like he's going to lose some money on this. After Knock at a Cabin did well, Old did well. He spent a little bit more on this one. You can see why in terms of like the concert and all that stuff that happened here. Unfortunately, the movie is not going to do well. I think Josh Hartnett, despite being phenomenal in this film, I don't think he's a movie star. So I don't think a lot of people went to go see that. And then the people are like, were hyped for it after the trailer. The trailer did really well, but I think people were trepidatious to get tickets because of it's being M. Night Shyamalan, and a lot of his films can be up in the air. And a lot of people don't want to spend money on not surefire hits, right? We can see that. We have tons of original movies that come out every week that people don't go see because they want to spend their money on something that they feel is gonna be good. They don't want to take the chances anymore in theaters. And I think that M. Night Shyamalan is going to continue making movies as long as he has money to finance it. But this kind of film, this kind of writing is something that maybe he needs to work on a bit, and stretching the suspensions of the disbelief, and getting kind of goofy and things like that. I think that maybe put in a trailer, or maybe he needs to just pen it a little better. This is one he said it was a script that it took him a little longer to write, but maybe he needs to take a little longer because it seems like, a lot of people didn't want to go and trust to go check out this film. Guys, let me know how you guys feel about Trap. Did you see it? Are you going to check it out? Is the word of mouth turning you off? I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on that. Moving on to the number one film of the weekend is Deadpool and Wolverine, breaking beep records, right? Holds at number one, drops at 54%, which is really, really great for a blockbuster at this size at like $250 million budget. Usually, especially when they open this high, they usually drop in the 60s, get close to 70s, but it dropped at 54 and it grossed $96.81 million domestically alone. It's the largest R-rated second weekend. It's the highest grossing Deadpool film domestically, and 34 million of that is from the IMAX screens that it took from Twisters, which is a lot of money, and $393 million domestic. It's already beat the total domestic run of Deadpool 1 and 2, and it has made $428 million internationally for a total $820 million worldwide. With not a lot of competition coming out this weekend, we have a couple things I'm going to talk about here. One film could have been if it actually looked good. This movie is not going to drop that low, and it's probably going to make $1 billion going into this weekend. It's going to be $1 billion movie, and it's just going to have a long run going into August. I see it being number one for a couple weeks. I think the only thing that's going to maybe knock it out of that number one spot is Alien Romulus, because that's predicted to hit like a really high budget. But there might be a surprise film that no one's talking about that might do it. We'll talk about it really quickly. But this one is the other box office notables, right? The other films that are doing in the top 10 that I want to talk about. So Twisters, a lot of people were wondering how it was going to stable after the Deadpool Wolverine craziness, right? And the movie is stabilizing really, really well. A lot of people are still going to check out Twisters despite Deadpool Wolverine coming out. I think people saw Deadpool Wolverine and I was like, I didn't get to see Twisters. Let me go check it out. And people are doing repeat viewing because it's really fun. It's so far as my favorite movie of the summer, right? It only dropped 34.9%, basically 35, bringing it to a $22.80 million that it dropped this weekend it got. So I put there is going digital August 13th. The reason why I want to put that there is because I think it's very unfortunate that this movie is not going to be playing out throughout August. I think it could make so much money if Universal just had faith in it and let it run through August, right? Same thing with Quiet Place Day One. It's also still in the top 10, but now that it's on digital, people are not going to be going to the theater to see it. They could have had Twisters Day One and Despicable Me 4 in the top 10 for the whole of August. But them rushing to get it on digital is hurting these films. So unfortunately, I think Twisters next week is going to have a major drop because of that. We'll see. Sometimes films do really well in the box office and still have digital. We'll see if it can coincide. The number 4 and 5 film this week was Despicable Me 4, which is at $754 million worldwide, and Inside Out 2, which is at $1.5555 billion. Let's round it up to 1.6. And both of them had a 21% drop. So no other animated films has hurt this. Garfield is completely out of the question, if it's completely out of the question. And as you can see, Harold and the Purple Crayon, another family-friendly film, did not take away from their box office. They're still doing amazing. Inside Out 2 is probably going to run all the way through August and continue to make money. Probably going to be September when it comes out. And Despicable Me 4 could have a run like that as well. Harold and the Purple Crayon, as I said last week, predicted to do like 10 to $20 million at the box office. I said it was not going to make that. Everyone in chat said it wasn't going to make that. And obviously it did not make that. Came into $6 million, way lower than projections. What is very interesting, right, is this film had an A- cinema score. So the people who saw it liked it a lot. So I think this movie is going to do really, really well on streaming. I think the film is going to be a babysitting movie. A lot of people are going to put it on in front of their kids because mostly kids are the ones that gave it that score, and they're going to enjoy the hell out of Harold and the Purple Crayon on streaming. It looked like a streaming movie. Zachary Levi is not a movie star. People are not going to pay to see him. And every week, I always talk about some film that sneaks in here that we never talk about. The Firing Squad, a faith-based film, sneaks into the top 10 at number 8. So that's very, very interesting. Those are the notables that are coming out for this top 10 this past weekend. I wonder what is going to happen for the following week. Are they going to drop? Are they going to rise? Inside Out 2 has been going up and down. Despicable Me 4 has been going up and down. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with what's coming out this week. And I decided to start combining those two segments together so we can also predict their box office. So notable movies that's coming out this week. We have 3 notable films, right? Borderlands, the big blockbuster film that's supposed to be coming out it's coming out this Friday, had a budget of $120 million. Unfortunately, the star-studded cast based on a famous video game IP is looking to only get $10 to $15 million this weekend, which is going to be a total flop for the film. Guys, in the live stream, in the chat, let me, or if you're watching this afterwards, let me know. Do you think that Borderlands is going to get to the 15, the high end, or is going to be even lower than 10? Do you think it's going to get to like 9, 8, 5 million? Do you think this movie is going to flop that hard, or do you think it's going to get to predictions, right? The marketing for this film has been awful. I think the casting for this film is awful. As someone that played the Borderlands games, I think that everything they've done with this film in terms of a marketing standpoint and a casting standpoint has been super off-putting, and I don't think that this movie is going to do well at all, right? Neon, right, has a new horror film coming out. They just had Long Legs, which is their highest grossing film ever. The movie for this budget is for $7 million. This movie has been long gestating for a couple years now. It was on the film festival circuit last year, and a lot of people have been building hype to it. It was not debuted, but the second trailer was playing in front of Long Legs, so a lot of people saw that and was like, oh, okay, this looks really, really interesting. I think the trailer is really, really strong. So the budget is $7 million, which is really cheap for this stacked cast, and it's looking like it's predicted to make 6 to 7 million its first weekend, which is really, really high. I think there's a chance for Cuckoo to make 10 million this weekend, which would be really, really good on a $7 million budget. And I think it could just make a lot of money going in through August on the low end. But a big surprise here is it ends with us with Blake Lively. This movie has a $25 million budget, is adapting a famous author book that I haven't heard of, but I heard is really big. And pre-sale tickets are predicting that this movie may make $20 to $25 million. Where did this come from? I've seen the trailers for this film, but I never heard anyone talk about this at all. No one's been talking about, oh my God, but it might be that section of people who love the book may be going to check this out. Don't even care about Blake Lively, right? Because Blake Lively's not a box office draw. Like, our movies don't really do that crazy at the box office because of her, but the name is there. The adaptation that it's adapting looks like it's going to be huge. Do you guys think this movie can do it? The pre-sale tickets is showing that it can make the lowest 20 million, which is going to be exciting. This movie can end up being the number 2 film of the week, right? With that big of a hold. Very, very surprised. I'm now interested in wanting to go check it out. I have my tickets for Borderlands on Friday. I have tickets for Cuckoo on Saturday. I'm not going to get to check out It Ends With Us this weekend. But yeah, are you interested in any of these 3 films? Are you going to be checking any of these films coming out? And what are your predictions for their box office in the chat? Let me know. And let me get to you guys right now, because I know you guys are dropping the comments. Where was I at? If they mention 10-inch pythons, I'll be busting out laughing. I can see that happen. It has to happen, right? I'm going to end this poll real quick. It says Killing Gawker. 57% of you guys are interested, 42% not. So more people are interested in Killing Gawker than I expected. I'm excited. I think it could be a really interesting film. Collective Movie Van said, I really like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. I do too. I think they're really, really great creators. What month of movies did you enjoy more, June or July? I don't even remember what came out in what month. Hold on. Let's see. Always go to Movie Insider. So let's look at June. June came out, let's see, Friday, Wednesday. So MILK came out. Really like that movie on June. Bad Boys came out. That was great. Hitman came out in June. That was great. So, June was looking good right now. Inside Out 2, The Watchers, that was mediocre, but Inside Out 2 was great. I think Kill came out this month. I Used to Be Funny. No, Kill came out in July. Kill, I Used to Be Funny came out in June. I like that movie a lot. I haven't seen the Bike Riders, Kinds of Kindness, Exorcism. Bike Riders actually going to be coming out on digital at the end of this month, so I'm actually finally going to get to see it. So I missed all those movies that weekend. I think I took a break that Friday. And then the following Friday was A Quiet Place Day 1, which I liked a lot. I didn't watch Horizon or Daddy-O. So I really liked June a lot. June was pretty solid. July now. Despicable Me 4 I missed. I think I went and watched Maxine instead, right? Yeah, I think Maxine came out that Friday. Yeah, so I saw Maxine. Maxine was okay. And then the following week was Long Legs, which I enjoyed a lot. I missed Fly Me to the Moon, unfortunately. But Log Legs I thought was great. The following week after that was Twisters, which is my favorite summer movie so far. Thelma I saw. Also afterwards, Deadpool Wolverine came out. I think I think because Twisters came out and I saw more movies this month, I probably July. It had bigger movies that I enjoyed. I've been rewatching Community recently. Haven't had much time to watch new stuff, so some of the older shows have been hitting recently. Nice. Are you excited for the long gestated Community movie? That's been supposed to be coming out for years. C plus, I heard that was a good move. C plus in cinema score is not great. So if you a great score in a cinema score is like a B plus minimum or A. If you're in the A range, you're good. Just predicting people like this, good word of mouth. B plus is like, oh, you're treading it. It might not do good, but anything in the C's, unless you're a horror film, if you're a straight horror film, C's are good. You don't want to get a D. But C plus is not good in cinema score. In the Zack Attack review score, C plus is really good, but not in cinema score. Hey, Michael 10159, how you doing, man? People have been really split on Trap. Yeah, they've been really split on Trap. I don't blame them either. I don't blame them either. I understand. Trap was just okay. I just think it's another M. Night bomb. Gotcha. Time for some butter flavored popcorn from my bag. I'm too lazy to microwave popcorn. I'm going to be doing my review for Trap probably tomorrow. Nice. Excited to see it. M. Night films are very hit or miss. So for me, the only M. Night film I've seen is this. Avatar, The Last Airbender, which was awful, and Sixth Sense, which is a classic. So I need to watch more of his films because I think that I might like it. Since I like Trap a lot, I might end up liking his films over a lot of people who don't. Trap's third act is an assault on suspension of disbelief. I feel you. I do think that the movie did start off pretty like realistic, so I can see people feeling that way. Zach, did you hear what we could possibly getting 4K? M. Night Shyamalan is working on 4K rock restoration of it. 4K rock restoration of The Village? Okay. I haven't seen The Village yet. Deadpool Wolverine is heading for the billion. Yes, it is. I knew Harold and Purple Crayon would flop. Me too. Nobody's talking about it. I think Borderlands is going to bomb, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm also going to check it out. I'm going to go with an open mind, but it's not. I think it's going to be, if it's good, it's going to be this year's Dungeons and Dragons, right? A movie that was great, that deserved more, but the marketing wasn't great. TJ Bello says, with Harold and the Purple Crayon flopping, we are about to get a generational Zach Levi crash out. That's part of the reason why people don't want to watch him in movies, because of how he crashed out after the second Shazam. He was just talking crazy. And yeah, it was just really bad. So I think he messed up his star power. I think it's going to do less than 15 million. I could definitely see that. I'm excited for Cuckoo. I'm really excited. That trailer was strong. I'm definitely seeing Cuckoo. I'm not even sure I'm going to review Borderlands. That's fair. No more popcorn for me. I'm almost stuffed. Yeah, slow down, man. Slow down. My mom wants to see that movie with Blake. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, a lot of women are going to go see this movie. It's very female-centric. On to the Goobers, which means I might have some more popcorn. Oh, my God. Bike Riders comes out on 4K next week, August 13th. Oh, nice. July had better films come out. I can see that. I heard Purple Crayon was mediocre. I heard that as well. I think I would like Borderlands because I never played the games. Yeah, the review scores so far for Borderlands has not been great, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe people just don't. It's like Super Mario Brothers, where people didn't understand it, but I think Super Mario Brothers is just a bigger brand. Okay, let's move into the next topic or segment, and that's buy, rent, or sell, where we watch 3 trailers and we decide if we want to buy, rent, or sell these trailers. Meaning buy, yes, this looks interesting to me. I'm gonna go check it out on streaming or theaters, depending on where it's coming out. Rent means, hey, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna wait for a review. I'll rent it or check it out on streaming if it's a theatrical film. Sale means I'm not watching this at all. I'm skipping it. So if you are in the live stream right now, let me know if you buy, rent, or sell once the trailer comes out, and we'll discuss it afterwards. This first trailer I have is actually a trailer that I was sent by Kenny Sparks, friend of the channel, friend in real life, before I came on. I was looking for trailers. It was rough. News and trailers was really rough this week, but this sounded interesting. It only has 1,000 views. I don't even know who it comes from, but it's 1080p. Let's see what it's about. Horde. This movie's called. So my reaction to Horde. Oh, okay. You want a better film? Hey, Johnny Storm. Oh gosh, she looks scary. Carol's arrival of the Tuesday.
Bins.
Ew.
They hold memories in them.
Whoa.
This is for you.
This is kind of stylish.
In catalogue of love.
Oh, that's cute.
It used to take me longer to remember mother's voice. I can hear her again.
This is supposed to be related?
Boy.
I mean, maybe. I mean,
it's
not
not a
related.
memory. I've come to realise grief will never heal over time. Some of my memories are vivid, and some more like dreams.
Whoa.
They dip and dive.
This movie looks trippy as hell.
You're the best thing that's happened to me.
She looks a little younger than him, but it happened. Ugh.
I'm feeling woozy now.
Ooh, Horde, like a hoarder? It's coming out September. Okay. There's not a lot of movies that I'm like super like crazy in September. This looks interesting. I would say it is a rent for me because I'm not 100% sure. I need maybe another trailer, but it looks trippy. It looks good. It looks like the type of film I'm going to enjoy. I just need to see some like reviews on it. It has an actor in there that I like a lot, Joseph Quinn. I think he looks, he's like a great actor. I like everything I've seen him in so far. I like that he's on the rise. He looks like he's dedicated to his craft. I'm excited to see what he does in this film. And then the actress I'm not super familiar with. I wonder if the description of this has the name of the actress. Starring Sarah Lightfoot Leon. Never heard of her before. But yeah, she looks like she's going to give a phenomenal performance in this film. So I'm definitely down for Horde. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel in your live stream. Let me know if you buy, rent, or sell. Let me see. Hey, Zach, I wanted to ask next week, do you want to have me on Zach Tech News? I'm sorry I wasn't able to come on today. Yeah. The plan is to have you on for next week. You're going to be the person that comes on for this month. Yeah, so let's do it for next week. He said, I had too much snacks. Yeah, I could tell. You eat too much, man. Horde looks like a buy. Okay, nice. 80s kid not really like what he's seeing. Collective movie says sell. He's not interested. 80s kid says sell. He's not interested at all. Kenny Spook says, I don't know if you're putting reactions out as clips, but just FYI, your face is behind the trailer. Damn it. Well, I'm not going to be putting this one out. Rent. I thought I moved over just enough so that wouldn't happen, but it still happened. All right. So we got a couple people who are unsure, which is fair. The next one is another film that is going to be like Oscar nominated. Like it has been having a lot of buzz recently. So I'm really interested to see what this trailer has for us. Hold on. Got to set up this poll. I already know which one's going to win though. And this movie is called Outrun. It's starring Saoirse Ronan. If you ever seen Little Women, she was in that film. She was phenomenal in that one. She was like the main girl of that one. And she's been in other films too that he said, you got to move to your right, to my right. A right puts me right in front of it. Do you mean, am I inverted for you guys? Okay. So maybe to left like this. Does this look good? Am I good? Let me know if I'm good, Kenny Sparks. Because this is my left. It's my left side. Right is here. So I would be like right on top of the trailer. My face would be covered up. Nah. No? to my right. So you want me here? For me, the trailer is right here, right on my face. It's gonna be right in front of me. I'm confused, Kenny. I'm right behind the trailer. What? Hold on. Let me see how I look live. Oh, what? Yo, if you guys can see how it looks on my side, I'm right behind the trailer, like here, but on here it shows, so it's inverted. I didn't realize that this whole time. Am I right behind the trailer right now? Very, very interesting. Now you're good now. That's interesting because on my side, I'm like right behind the trailer. So I didn't know that. Okay. We'll figure this out. This is weird. All right. This is as far as I can move before I'm like away from the table and can't see nothing. So I can't move anymore. Before I go into the next trailer, Collective Movement, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate so much. Anytime you guys can donate, I appreciate it. And as always,
a large. You got your money. He got money. Get it all for him.
Get them all for him. If you lifted your hand, that's funny. Okay, let's go to the next trailer. Outrun. Now that I'm good, right? Give me a thumbs up if I'm good. All right. Let's check it out. I think I'm good. Sony Picture Classics. I didn't even know they did this anymore.
Sometimes you can feel a vibration in Orkney. A low rumble. It takes over the whole island and every part of your body. But there is only so much height any wave can sustain before it comes crashing down.
Oh boy. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I can't hear you say that again. I wish you were a completely different person.
Oh, wow.
The urge to drink can come out of nowhere. You think you're doing well. Suddenly you want nothing more than a drink.
How does London compare to Pappy? A bit more going on, I guess.
So how long do you think you'll stay here for? I have a life that I have to get back to.
How's Mum?
She offered to put me into her prayers. I'm scared.
I've heard that
I miss
before.
it. I miss how good it made me feel.
Cause the love you need is gentle, the love you need is kind. I figured that out after all this alone time.
And her most transcendent. Okay.
So how long you been sober?
63
This movie
days.
looks
It never
gorgeous.
gets easy. Just gets less hard.
I think it just looks less hard.
My body is a continent. My breath pushes the clouds across the sky. And the waves roll into the shore in time with my beating heart.
Outrun. Sounds like she was trying to outrun the alcohol and her addiction. She had a lot of different hair colors in this trailer. I just noticed that. We seen blonde, blue. Let me move back over here until I'm done. Blonde, blue, orange. She's going through everything. Yeah. It looks awesome. It's a buy for me because I'm into the Oscar season. I want to see everything that's up for Oscars, and that Saoirse Ronan is like one of the front runners for Best Actress. And I heard this movie might be up for Best Film of the Year, or Film of the Year, and everything like that. So I'm definitely gonna go check it out. It seems like a very heartfelt human story, and I love those kind of films. I love supporting them at theater because I want more of them. So yeah, this is a buy for me. Saoirse Ronan, I think, is one of the best actresses right now. Not familiar with the director, but the cinematography and the landscape and everything they're showing looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, this is definitely a buy for me. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let me see what you guys feel. Gave me the thumbs up. He said, uh-oh. Here we go. Why did you say uh-oh? Collective Movie Man said, bye-bye. He's into it. He said, what song is that? I have no idea what song was. Michael 101-591 said sell. He's not into it. Ace Kid for the 90s. No, doesn't know how to play the game. You don't say pass. You say sell. He's not into it either. Kenny Sparks. I had a feeling he would be into it. He's in a buy situation. He loves the human stories. He loves it like how I do it. Well, not how I do it, but like how I like it. So I was sure that he would like it as well. So I'm excited for this because it's going to be one of the big films of the year at the award season. I'm excited to see what they have to say. All right. The next film's another Sony film. This one's going to be interesting because I've never seen the original two of these films. So I'm going to be really excited to check this out. And this is the teaser trailer for the new Paddington movie, Paddington in Peru. It's going to be my trailer reaction to Paddington in Peru. So when you move over, because apparently my vision is different from the one that you guys are seeing. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So it's very, very different. Let's go. Any Paddington fans out there?
Thank you for using Photo Me.
Oh, not at all. Thank you for having me.
Please note that headwear is not permitted.
Oh, beg your pardon.
Please note that headwear is not permitted.
He's hiding his face.
Make sure your face is within the red circle.
Red circle.
Commencing photos in 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Looks like a little kid. Wait, so everybody's okay with this bear just traveling? Is that what's going on in this universe? I haven't seen any other one. Okay. So a little cute, quick teaser for Paddington Goes to Peru. This movie comes out in January, so it's coming out next year. So they're probably just hyping it up for the people who love Paddington. I haven't seen them. I've heard amazing things about those first two films. The guy who directed Wonka, which was such a wonderful, sweet film that I loved, directed the first two. He's directing this next one. So because I love Wonka, I definitely want to go back and watch Paddington. I definitely want to check this out. For right now, because I haven't seen the other ones, and based on this trailer, this is a rent for me. I'm not 100% sure. This looks very kiddie. And doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it looks very, very kiddie and not down my lane normally. But because of the really good word of mouth that I heard from adults about Paddington, I'm going to check out the first two and then in anticipation for this one. Probably going to review them for Throwback Thursday because that's coming back soon. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below how you guys feel about the Paddington teaser. Did you see anything there that gets you excited? Let me know all the Paddington lore as someone that's a noob to the Paddington universe. If you're live, stay tuned and let's keep talking. By Eddie's Kid says sell from the last film. Okay, I can put the poll up. Paddington. I'll just put 3. Start poll. Spangwong says sell. I think he said sell on Paddington before I even started the trailer. He said, I had a large slushie today. Sell, not a Paddington fan. Okay. I still need to watch Paddington 2. Oh, hey, it comes out the day after my birthday. Nice. Nice little birthday present. I love the first one. Nice. I've only seen the first one, and it gave me the same warm feeling as Marcel the Shell with shoes on. That's all you had to say, Kenny Sparks. You have me sold. I love Marcel the Shell with the shoes on. It's one of my favorite movies, so I'm definitely going to be checking out Paddington if that's the case. So it's a buy for Kenny Sparks. Lucky I didn't buy any Sunny D. Yeah, don't get yourself sick, man. Mama Bear Doll said bye. Nice. Okay, so everybody's excited for little Paddington. Let's let that poll keep running as I move on to the next segment. And it's the last segment of the night. Attacking Zach, where you guys drop me questions on Wednesdays when I put up a post of questions you want me to answer in detail on a live stream. And I am super excited to get into this one, especially because Deadpool Wolverine came out. It's the beginning of the mutant saga inside the MCU. And I have a question for someone that is in the live stream, live chat right now. That's Collect the Movie Man. He said, name the top 3 actors or actresses that you would like to play Cyclops, Jean Grey, Professor X, Beast, Storm, Magneto, Wolverine, Beast, Rogue, and Mystique. I think he put Beast twice, but I know what he meant. So I was deep diving, trying to think of who I would like to be those characters, right? And I came up with a list for you guys. Let me say hi to everybody first. My bear doll said bye. Yes. Hey, the viewer Drew, what's up, man? How are you doing? Gotta support a fellow bear. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Did you watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey? Did you support that bear? Let's see. So first up is Cyclops, right? My Cyclops fan cast is, I know a lot of people are fan casting him as Wolverine right now, but I envision Henry Cavill, if they go with a more adult X-Men casts, a little older characters, Henry Cavill as Cyclops. I think he could be a phenomenal team lead. I think he could be a phenomenal Cyclops and bring a lot of Chris Evans, Steve Rogers to that character. And I think you can have an opposing force where he can look like he can keep up with Wolverine. I think that is important for him to have an opposing figure. I think Henry Cavill could do an amazing job being Cyclops. That's like my number 1 fan cast. So not Wolverine. I think he'll be a great Cyclops. If they don't go with that and they want to go a little younger, a little bit more in the early 20s, Brendan Thwaites, who played Dick Grayson in the DC show on HBO Max, Titans. I didn't watch all of Titans, but from what I saw of Titans, I thought that he did a great job, and I saw a lot of what he could be as a Cyclops, as a leader, and someone that is strong in his beliefs and holding it down. He could probably be a little bit of softer Cyclops and bring something a little different to it, but I think he could do a great job as Cyclops, and he kind of looks like the character. You just gotta get that red hair and a wild throw here. Curveball is the word I'm trying to say, is Grant Gustin. I think that he's the perfect casting for Cyclops. I think he's doing an amazing job, not only with the comedy, but being a team leader. He's shown it in The Flash. I know he was The Flash already, but I want to see him on the big screen doing some major acting in like a high budget film, because I think he can keep up with a lot of people. And I think that Grant Gustin would be my perfect casting as Flash. Not only because he has a young looking face, so he can play early 20s, mid 20s, probably maybe not early 20s, maybe early 20s if he shaves his face, or like a little older than that. He has a little bit more. Henry Cavill looks a lot older. Brendan Face looks a lot younger than him, but Grant Gustin is that perfect middle, and I think that it would be a great opportunity for him. So that's my fan cast for Cyclops. And as I do it, drop in the comments down below who you guys as well would cast at each character as well. Let's move on, and I'm going to check in and see what you guys are saying. Let's move on to Jean Grey. So with Jean Grey, I would pick Madeline Pesh. I think that's my number 1 option for Jean Grey. Hold on. P-I, how you spell her name? P-I-T-C-H-E. Come on, just fix it for me. Yeah, I know who I'm talking about. Yes, Madeline Pesh. She's already a redhead. She is also a Riverdale actress, but she is shown. She's in Strangers Chapter 1, but I heard that she's the best part of that. I haven't got to check out that film yet. But from what I've seen of Madeline, she has that softness that I think Jean Grey needs to have. Other than just looking like the character, I think she has a softness that Jean Grey has to have, that vulnerability. I think that she could really play the character really well, especially if you matched up with somebody like Brendan Waits, where they kind of look of the same age, or even like Grant Gustin she can match up with. My number 1 is Victoria Peretti. I think that she is one of the most underrated actresses on the planet. If you don't know who she is Love From You, and she also is she was in Haunting of Hill House and Bly Manor on the Netflix show from Michael. Oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. One of my favorite horror directors, Mike Flanagan. She has so much range. She plays the distraught human being really well. She plays the taking by an entity really well, which is important for Jean Grey because eventually, obviously, she will become the Phoenix, and I think she would be perfect casting as Jean Grey. Someone that's noticeable, like people know who she is, but she's not super popular because she hasn't been anything super big in like the theatrical space. Madeline Brewer is another one that I was looking into as being a Jean Grey casting. She has been in The Handmaid's Tale. She was in Separation. She was in Orange is the New Black. She's been in a lot of different films and television shows. She's been around for a while. She definitely has what it takes to play a vulnerable character that has a chip on their shoulder, which Jean Grey versions of her can be like that, but also can play the weird and crazy. So that transformation into the Phoenix, if that is what they need, she can do that as well. So I think all three of those actresses could be really, really great as Jean Grey. Up next is the leader of the X-Men, and that's Professor X. So two of them are like obvious choices. Like Mark Strong would be a phenomenal Professor Xavier, right? He kind of looks like the character. He has wide range as an actor. He can do a great job as a character. And I think Ray Fiennes, while not looking exactly like Professor X, can do an amazing job. He has the voice, he has the body language, he has the acting skill to play Professor X as well. If you've seen The Menu, he can kind of play that character, but like not evil. And I think he could do a great job. And a curveball. I mean, I try to have curveballs every once in a while. Denzel Washington, man. I know a lot of people want him to be Magneto, but I think he can do an amazing job as Professor X. And I love to see him in a comic book movie. I think this, he has gone bald before for a role for the Equalizer. And I think that I don't want to see him like doing like an action-y role. I think him being Professor X would be kind of dope in terms of that he won't have to do too much action. He can just be in the chair. If they want to, because I've heard that they kind of want to race band Professor X and Magneto. If they want to go down that route, I'm going with Denzel Washington as my wild card. Let me know what you guys think about that. The Beast, if this will pop up. I think I am frozen. Am I frozen? Oh, there it is. Okay. Beast. I think I was frozen a little bit. I don't know what happened just now. Nick Offerman. That's my number one choice. I think that he is popular enough that people know who he is, but not so popular that he's going to be distracting. I think Nick Offerman has the range, the comedy chops, the deadpan humor. He looks like he can play a smart character to play Beast. I think he would be absolutely perfect for Beast. I think like he already has that hairy disposition already. He looks like he'll be able to transform the Beast. I think Nick Offerman would be easy casting for Beast. Jesse Plemons, I think can do a really great job as a character. He's just really solid every single time I see him. I think that he knows how to play off-kilter characters, and I think that Beast can be like that. And he has comedy chops. If you have not seen him in Game Night, definitely a character you just see him play. He was awesome in that. And my wild card would be Joseph Gordon-Levitt. One of my favorite actors. If they want to go younger looking, he's not that young, but I know he's been wearing like a beard lately. If he shaves it off, I think he could do a great job as Beast as well. I think he has the range to play that character. He has the comedy chops because, you have to have a little bit to be in the MCU. And I think X-Men, they're going to have that in there. And I think he has played intelligent characters before. So I think he could do a really great job. And obviously you don't have to like show your face. So it doesn't really matter how you look to play Beast because eventually they're going to CGI VFX you anyway. But I think those three actors could do a great job as Beast. Coming up is one of the most important characters, and that's Storm. My number one option for Storm is Anna Diop. I'm getting another actress from what's that show called? Titans. But she has the right, not only does she has the right skin complexion and look like Storm and look like she's supposed to be playing that character. Sorry, but she has an elegance to her. If you've seen the movie, oh my God, with Lakeith Stanfield that came out early this year. Hold on, I'll look it up. How am I forgetting what it's called? Lakeith Stanfield. It just came out. Oh, Book of Clarence. She has an elegance to her that I think you need to bring to Storm. She has a way she speaks that I think is very regal, and I think Storm needs to come off in a regal manner. And I think she also has the acting chops to play a character that's vulnerable but also strong. She showed all she needed to show inside of that film. In the Book of Clarence to show me that she can play Storm really well. Jodie Turner-Smith has classic African beauty, and I want to stress that it has to be a darker skin character that has African parts to their face. I forgot the proper word to say that. She has the range to play it. She has the physicality to play a Storm, I think, really, really well. And I think that she could do a great job. I've seen her in multiple movies and she knocks it out of the park. And a wild card would be Janelle Monáe. She's a little lighter than these two, but she still has a brown skin tone. I think that she could bring a lot of fans into this film because of how popular she is. Kind of like a Taylor Swift casting. They were actually cast her as Dazzler. And I think she could do a really, really great job as this character. I've seen her in a couple movies, and every single time I've seen her, she's done a great job. Glass Onion, she was fantastic, and she also was in Hidden Figures, which is one of my favorite movies, and she did a really good job in that movie as well. So I think those three actors could do a great job as Storm. Let's get into the big boy, right? Well, he's really small, but the big boy, someone we just saw, who's going to pass the baton over to and play Wolverine. I'm sticking with my wild card. Daniel Radcliffe has been fan casted as Wolverine for a long time, and I think he can do a great job as Wolverine. He's a very dynamic actor. I think that he already has the wild look a lot of times if you've seen some of his weirder movies, and I think he can pull it off. He's already shown that he can get in the physical form that he needs to get as Wolverine. Taron Egerton is another person that has been fan casted for a long time. I've seen him in a couple of different things. I think he can nail it. He can nail accents. So if he needs to do that Canadian accent, he can do a really good job. I already know Daniel Radcliffe can do different accents, so I think he can nail it as well. And Taron Egerton, I think, is more of a more dynamic actor than Daniel Radcliffe in terms of emotionality, and he can do really good with comedy as well. But Jeremy Allen White is even like a ghost pick here. He does really great job with being tortured, right? And Wolverine's a tortured character, and Jeremy Allen White does a great job with those kind of roles. I don't know if he can grow the beard and the facial hair that Wolverine needs to do it with. I know he can do it with the hair. His hair can go Wolverine perfectly. I don't know if he can grow the facial hair to do it, but I think that he can do a phenomenal job. He has the size, he has the facial structure. He just needs to be able to grow that facial hair and get into, like, I know he can get physical shape. If you see him in Iron Claw, I think he can get to those emotional depths that Wolverine needs to get, and we know that he can get to the acting chops. If you watch The Bear, if you watch The Iron Claw, if you watch Shameless, he's a very dynamic actor that can do a really great job. But he just can't come barefaced. He needs something on his face if he was able to do this. This one was a little bit more harder. It was Rogue. So some of these I had to really look. So Brian Howie, is that how you say it? Howie? Brienne Howie was someone that I had to research, right? I was like, where I don't know this name from. And Brienne Howie is from a show on Netflix called Genie in Georgia. And I haven't watched the full show, but I've seen clips of it. She has that Southern Belle kind of dog likeness that the cartoon version of a Rogue has. And I think she could pull it off. She has the attitude, she has the accent, she has the moxie for the character, and I think she could do a great job. She probably would be a little bit older Rogue. I think she's 35. And she doesn't look 20-ish. I don't know if they could make her look like that, but she would, like, if the Henry Cavill casting, like the little older actors, I think she could do a great job as Rogue. Elizabeth Giles kind of looks like the character from that old animated show. What was the X-Men show, animated show before this one? X-Men animated shows. What was it called? Animated shows. Not Wolverine and X-Men. What was the show? Come on, God. X-Men Evolution. She kind of looks like the Rogue from X-Men Evolution. I've seen her in different things. She has the attitude. She has the look. I think it'll be a big role for her. And my wild card and the fan casting that everybody's been talking about and would be the most fun is Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer can do anything she wants, right? She's a phenomenal actress. She's hilarious. Obviously, I don't know if she can actually play the role, but I would love to see her take a try at it and see how they pull it off. She looked great in all the fan art. If they want to go that route with like a Denzel, they want to go a route with her and like have those two characters be bended in terms of the race. Those two actors will do a great job with those roles of being fun. And we're down to the last two. This one is Mystique. If it will pop up, I don't know if I'm frozen again. Am I frozen again? Okay, there we go. Mystique fan cast. Anna de Armas is my number one choice as Mystique. I think that Mystique needs to have like a sex appeal to her, which Anna de Armas has loads of that. I think that Anna de Armas has a range of acting that she can do. Stoic. She can be sympathetic. She can be bad. We've seen her do that in Knock Knock, even though the movie was crazy. Adria Arjona, a fan of her. She was in Six Underground, which is not a great movie, but she did a good job. She was in Andor, and she was also in Hitman, and she showed that she has a range and can do kind of transformative work in that as well, because you have to be a type of person that can do transformative work. And then a dark horse, someone that I don't think that they'll cast, but I think could do a really good job, is Natalie Dormer. Game of Thrones fans know her. She's been in a lot of different TV shows and movies and things like that, but I haven't really seen her a lot recently. I think she could kill it as Mystique as well. All three of those actresses have a sex appeal to them that I think is really essential to that role, and I think can do a great job of transforming themselves in that. I have a take to say. I think that Jennifer Lawrence is one of the worst comic book castings as Mystique. She might be the worst comic book castings ever. Like, she might be the worst one ever. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't know how other people feel about that, but I think that Jennifer Lawrence was one of the worst castings as Mystique. If she was Kitty Pryde, if she was Jean Grey, she could have did a really good job at those, but Mystique was absolutely awful. That was one of the worst castings in comic book history. Kind of messed up the X-Men movies as well. And the big boy, Magneto. So if they want to go with an older Magneto, we could go with Viggo Mortensen. I think he could do a great job as the character. He has that stoic feel. He has that voice. He has the acting chops. Viggo Mortensen from Lord of the Rings and Green Book and tons of other movies could do a great job as Magneto. Matt Smith, a guy from Game of Thrones, Morbius, House of Dragons, Doctor Who, and everything like that. If you want to go with a younger looking Magneto, I think he can do a really, really good job. He plays bad guys who are likable a lot of the times, and that's Magneto. He needs to be likable in a way. He can play like a regal, like a character. Magneto has kind of that. He sees himself as kind of a king. And a really popular choice for a long time is Jason Isaacs. And I think that him being a Jewish actor and being a very dynamic actor, I think that he can be the number one choice for Magneto in a lot of people's books. So those are all my fan casts for all the X-Men, a lot of the major players, not everybody, but the ones that Collective Movie Man asked for. Drop in the comments down below all your fan castings. Would grade my fan castings and think, tell me what you'd like. I'm going to end this poll here. And I'm going to start this poll. How was my fan casting? Great. Terrible. Needs some work. I can't do better. New poll up. Last poll was best trailer. Oh wow. Okay, 42% for Outrun, 42% for Paddington 3, 14% for Horde. Okay. I thought Paddington was gonna run away with it. Okay, let me find where I was. Okay, so viewer drew. Okay, Grant Gustin was a wild choice. Oh wait, Austin Butler as Cyclops. I can see that. I think Austin Butler is a very great actor. I think he could pull that off. I don't know if he would want to jump into another franchise. Well, he's not in Dune anymore, so that's possible. Grant Gustin is a wild choice. I can see Grant Gustin. Okay, Tom Blyth is a great choice for Cyclops. I think he could do a great job as well. Victoria Peretti is an inspired choice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't even remember writing this question. Oh my God, Collector. Madden and Brewster is a choice. Okay. You don't like that choice at all. Okay. Mark Strong is a solid choice. Okay. Daniel Craig is Magneto. That's a really good choice. I've seen a lot of people fan casting him as Magneto. I can see that. Denzel be way too strong of an actor for anyone would share the screen with him. Hey, look, I think James McAvoy is one of the best actors doing it as well, and he was able to do it. So let's see. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is an interesting choice, but I think it would be excellent. Thank you. Nick Offerman is a great choice. Thank you. I think he would do great. Who would you cast as a second Beast? What do you mean by a second Beast? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Let's see. Wait, where's the comment? Where am I? Oh, there we are. Just sent the screenshot. You sent me a screenshot of something. Hold on. I think I am too far up. Why did my thing scroll all the way to the top? Gotta follow Bear, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Nick Offerman. Okay. Josie Turner-Smith for sure. I think she'd be great. Nefessa Williams for Storm. The only reason I didn't pick Nefessa because I don't think she's a dynamic enough actress or a movie level actress to do that. But she could prove me wrong. I wouldn't mind her being in that. I need to hear their African accents. I agree. I think Jodie Turner-Smith is African and Anna Diop is African. So I'm pretty sure they could pull it off. Hey, Kal-El Daly's in the live stream. Oh, sorry. Welcome to the live stream, Kal-El. Sorry I didn't give you a proper introduction. Welcome, man. I appreciate you being here. Jeremy Allen White. That's your favorite one out of all of them. Oh, please, not the stereotypical Canadian accent. Chris Benoit for Wolverine. Daniel, the best pick. Chris Benoit? What are you talking about? Daniel, the best pick, but believe it or not, I think Zach 17 again from Neighbors be a good pick. Zac Efron? Okay. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure if he could pull off Wolverine. I haven't seen the intensity out of him, but maybe. If John Berthnell weren't Punisher, I'd go with him for Wolverine. I think he could do a good job. His face actually fits the character really well. I think also Carl Urban could have been a great job as Wolverine as well, but I don't know if he's already in the MCU. I don't know. They're recasting characters, so I guess they could do that. Taron or Daniel would be great. I'd go one step further and add Jensen Ackles. Interesting. Jensen Ackles is Wolverine. I'm a little more looking to him to join the DC side, but that's a possibility. There's a problem with Chris Benoit. Yeah, he's dead. Kiki is interesting. You gotta have a booty though. Cast Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan? Nah, I don't know about that. I'll go with Kiki. Do you mean Chris Jericho? Oh, maybe you meant Chris Jericho. Rhea Ripley is Rogue. That's hilarious. Top pick for Raven. Who's your top pick for Raven? Renee Rapp as Rogue. Regina. Okay, Renee Rapp as Rogue. I think she could do a good job as Rogue. I didn't think about that. Anna de Armas would crush it as Mystique. I agree as well. I think she could. Lucy Hale would be a cool Rogue. Yeah, I guess. I like Lucy Hale, but maybe I haven't seen her enough things, but the things I've seen her in, I don't see the dynamic acting for her, to do it. I may have had too much sugar. I'm pretty sure you have. Adria Joyner for Mystique. Facts, Jen ruined Mystique. We all know Sydney Sweeney will be Blue Chick. Oh, God. It's a possibility. She's not worse than Topher Grace for Eddie Brock. Nah, I don't agree. I still think she's worse than Topher Grace. Jason Isaacs will be dope. Jason Isaacs would kill the role as Magneto. Forget my first choice. Matt Smith or Jason Isaac for sure. My fan cast for Mystique is Sydney Sweeney. Okay. Hot take. Why? She's not the best. She's clearly not the worst. She ruined First Class and Dea. Calm down, my guy. Bodega weed is clouding you. I don't smoke weed, so that is a wild accusation. And second of all, yeah, I didn't say she ruined those movies. She's just not a good casting. Those movies were great, not because of her, though. Matt Smith is a good choice in Vigo. Sydney Sweeney is far too young to play Mystique. I agree. Unless they go on like super young with these characters, she's too young. Matt Smith will be a great Mr. Sinister. I agree with that as well. I want Cavill as Sinister. I think he could be a good Sinister as well. Austin Butler for Nightcrawler. Don't know if he could do that type of accent, though. At this point, I believe he could do any accent. He already has done 3 different accents so far. James MC is one of the best Facts. James MC is one of the best. Facts. But Fassbender stole the show and made those movies. But if you watch them, you know that Zachariah. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything? James McAvoy, Denzel on any day. I think James McAvoy can act with Denzel. We'll say. Katie Sackhoff as Jean Grey. I see what you're doing, but I think Katie Sackhoff. That's why I didn't pick Jessica Chastain. I think Jessica Chastain and Katie Sackhoff are just a little too. I think they aged out of that role. I don't think they'll go that old with Jean Grey. I think they want to pick a young X-Men team that can grow into it. And I think Katie Sackhoff and Jean Grey are a little bit too old for those roles. I think Katie Sackhoff could play, or Jessica Chastain could play like what's the mutant that crystallizes? Mutant that turns to crystals. I don't even know if that's really what she do. What's the name? Emma Frost. Emma Frost. She can play Emma Frost. Daniel Radcliffe is a good choice. I hope they go with him. Anna was your top pick, and that'd be a good pick. I agree. Liv Morgan's a gorgeous young lady, but one thing she doesn't have is a booty. She has a booty for me, baby. Matt Smith would be awesome, Mr. Sinister. Well, you need some weed then either. Or no, I don't need no weed. I don't need to put no poison in my body. Oh yeah, you're right. I thought that immediately after I sent it. Nice. Oh man. So yeah, that was really fun. Thank you for the questions. I'm gonna be posting up a post this Wednesday for more questions. I have questions I haven't answered yet, but I just want some more rolling in. So I have some. But yeah, we're in the Q&A section. You can ask me about anything you would like for the next couple minutes. Let's do this. Hey, Sully Streams in the house. Let's give this man a big round of applause. This man has hit 4,000 subscribers. He just had a what's that called? A 4,000 subscriber live stream that I'm pretty sure went really, really well. Really, really happy for you, man. Let's give this man a round of applause. I thought I had a little thing there, but... Yo, love the Jeremy Allen White for Wolverine, but I'm definitely cool with Taron or Radcliffe. Yeah, man, I think all three will be good. It just depends who has chemistry. It depends on who they pick for each one, then it pairs with each one, you know? She don't got a black booty, but that girl has a booty, Sparko. I agree. She don't got a black booty, but she got a booty. It's very nice. Katie Sackhoff will be a good Leandra. I'm still hoping for a Phoenix trilogy. I don't know if they go Phoenix trilogy because we've seen Phoenix twice already. And, you know, it's kind of hard. I don't know. I think they might stay away from that for a little while. I'll have to leave in 10 minutes before 9:45. That's fine. Weed is from the earth. Good. Put that for me. Weed is from earth. From the earth. Good. Put that here for me and you. Take advantage, man. Take advantage. What are you talking about? As a Friday quote, I won't know. I don't know any Friday quotes. No problem, man. You deserve it. Cameron Mahoney will be a good Cyclops. I agree. He is also. I thought about putting him up there. I think he would do great. I can't see Radcliffe bulking up enough for Wolverine. I think he bulked up enough for a movie that he did recently. I think it was like a Holocaust movie or something where he was in jail. He can do the bulking up though. Salutations, Zach. T, what's up, man? How are you doing? If you're looking for booty, look no further than Rhea Ripley. She has a great booty too. She has a muscular booty, but both of them can have booties. You know what I mean? Can't believe I'm talking about booties on my live stream. I'm proud of you, little bro. Stay off the ganja. Oh, stop calling me little bro. We had the same age range. Also, say no to hot takes. You killing me. Also, say no to hot takes. It's not a hot take. I think a lot of people agree. If a movie were to come out before November, would I be allowed to tweak my list of 18 movies? What do you for what? For what list? What list are you talking about? I want to give a quick shout out to if it's where the hell is that? My channel members, and of course the Q&A is in the way. Katie Sparks, who's in the live stream, Spoiler Kings, Annette Blood Rose, who I've hit up and has not responded yet, Collective Movie Man, who's in the live stream, Screen Den Reviews, and Have You Seen with T, who just showed up. Thank you so much for supporting me at that level. Appreciate you, all of you. If you are a channel member, I just dropped an exclusive video on the channel of the latest pickups that I have of all the physical media. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Give me feedback. And for everyone that's not a channel member, that will be officially for everyone next Monday. Booty, 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 rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere. I remember that one. You never seen Friday? I take all cold signs for you back. I have seen Friday. I actually watched it for the first time either earlier this year or last year for my Throwback Thursdays and reviewed it. I didn't really like it that much. It just wasn't for me. I'm not a weed head. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. But I'm happy for people who love it. Happy for people who loved it. Movies that made me. Oh, if a movie were to come out before November, would I be allowed to tweak my list? Yeah, you could tweak your list up until the week of movies that I need it. So you can keep tweaking. Zach, what's a movie that you love that you don't think people would expect? Ooh, it's a good question. Let me go look at my letterbox and check out my favorite movies of all time list. What's a movie that I love that maybe people didn't expect? I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me because people say I love everything. Of course, letterbox is not working right now. Okay, my internet's just moving slow. Come on, internet. Move faster so I can answer Sully's question. Where is my favorite movies of all time? Okay, let me see. Is there anything on here that people wouldn't expect? I love Eurotrip. That's one of my favorite movies ever. I think maybe people wouldn't expect that. Bridesmaids is also one of my favorite movies ever. People may not expect that. So Eurotrip and Bridesmaids, I think, are two films that people may not expect will be on my list. I think Bloodsport also might be a film that people may not expect. I also am doing a rewatch of the Fast and Furious films with my mom, and I really like the first two Fast and Furious films. They were really fun. And so those are a couple other films on there. Like, I really like the Fast and Furious movies. What else? I think like Skinamarink and The Outer Waters from last year. People were like, "What? How could you like those boring movies?" I like them. I bought Skinamarink recently. I'm going to buy Outer Waters when I get a chance. So those are a couple that I can think off the top of my head. Well, not off the top of my head, off my list. Okay. Let's not get that horny on here. Lawrence Report. What's up, GOAT? You ready for D23? I appreciate a GOAT calling me a GOAT. I appreciate that, Lawrence Report. Yeah, I'm excited for D23. I heard there's going to be some really exciting announcements. I think they saved some of the MCU stuff. The Disney Star Wars stuff is going to be probably. Pixar's probably going to be bringing some stuff. So I'm excited to hear all the announcements, see if they drop any trailers and any info. I'm going to try to cover everything as much as I can over the weekend for D23. Are you excited for it, man? Thanks, Guy. No problem. What's your... Oh, boy. Here we go. You already know Kenny is going to be asking me what my favorite movies of the year are. So he said, what's your number? 7, 17, 27, 47, 57. I'm surprised you didn't say 67. I'm just waiting for my internet is moving really slow today. I'm surprised you didn't say 67. I mean, you know what? For you, Kenny, I'm going to, even though you didn't say it, I'm going to give you your 67 as well. Well, my 67. As soon as my letterbox list loads up. Okay, so my number 7 movie of the year is Challengers. My number 17th movie of the year is Trap. My number 27th film is Good Grief. My number 37th film is The Fall Guy. My number 47th film is Boy Kills the World. Number 57 is ISS. And number 67 is Madam Web. That's all my 7s films. For first time sheesh, and you didn't like it. I'm not a weak guy either, but come on. Just wasn't for me. I didn't hate it. It just wasn't something like it's been so hyped. So I was excited. I was ready to laugh, and it just was okay to me. Wasn't my jam. I lost some subscribers and got some hate for it, but it was my honest opinion. Oh, nice. I have to go check that after this video later today. Appreciate that. What do you guys think of my new intro? I think it looks good, man. I'm happy you got a new one. So you keep tweaking is crazy. Oh, God. Hashtag keep tweaking is hilarious. I decided not to go with my Stranger Things inspired intro. Okay. What's your number 12 movie on my letterbox list for 2024? Number 12 is Twisters. Friday's okay, but Eurotrip and Fast are our faves. Geez, all subjective, but what the F? It's all subjective, like you said. I like what I like. Wait, Bridesmaids? Yeah, Bridesmaids. Is there still hype for Mahershala's Blade? It's becoming a running joke with me. It depends on who they get to direct it. I have a running suspicion that they are going to get Jordan Peele to write and direct that film, only because they met with him a couple months ago, or maybe a month ago, and then there was no news about it, and then the director for Blade stepped off. I feel like they're going to have Jordan Peele come in, or have a Jordan Peele apprentice come in, and he kind of ghost directs. I think that's what's going to happen. Many have been called GOAT. The ego just went into the juggernaut mode. What Kelly, what are you talking about, sir? I saw Joker 2 at the movie theaters today. I saw the Joker 2. You mean the trailer? Where do you get movie posters from? I've got them from Forbidden Comics. I've got them from street vendors. I got them from Amazon. There's a movie poster website you can get them from. Get them all over the place. Trap looks fire. I thought it was fire. I think you'll like it, Kal-El, knowing the type of movies you like. Letterboxd isn't working for me either. Yeah, okay, so maybe just let Letterboxd is acting up. For my 2024 Letterboxd list, number 7 is Thelma. Okay. Number 17 is Late Night at the Devil. 27 is Roadhouse. 37 is All Dirt Roast Taste of Salt. Number 47 is Tarot. Number 57 is Boy Kills World. Nice. I haven't seen All Dirt Roast Taste of Salt yet, but I've seen all the other movies on your list. I think I have Thelma lower than you do. Yeah, I do. I have it a lot lower than you do. Late Night Devil, I think I have higher than you do. Yeah, I have higher than you do. Tarot, I probably have as low as you do. Tarot is number... Where is it? Where's Tarot at? Oh, I have it around the same amount as you. Boy Kills World, I definitely have a lot higher. I like what I like. It's not an acceptable response, Mr. Tack. Yeah, it is. That is the only response for that. Is the only acceptable response is I like what I like. What the heck? I don't have to explain why I don't like what, as a movie reviewer, movie fan, critic, I do have to explain, but I like what I like. I like Fast and Furious franchise. I know what it is, and I like Bridesmaids. That was fun. And Euro Trip. I'm waiting for them to release the new posters from Transformers 1. So far, Etsy is the only one. Nice. I'm definitely not buying any posters for that film, but I'm getting a little bit on board for the film. I'm hearing good things. The second trailer was actually really good. I didn't post my pickup video the month of July. Did you make it yet? Did you film it, just not post it? Let me end this poll. Let me see what you guys had to say. So I asked if the poll will load. Did it load? Hold on, wait a minute. You thought I was finished? Oh, here we go. How was my fan casting? 80% of you guys said it was great. Thank you. I appreciate that. 20% said needs some work. I appreciate the feedback. Because I realized I did something wrong in the video. One of my books I was showing off, I had it upside down, so I cut it out. The video, and now I'm going to re-record that part of the video and add it. Okay. Add it in. Okay. I understand that. It's happened to me. I've made mistakes like that. I had to re-record. I remember I did that, and I was in a different shirt. I was like, damn it, Zach. But I was like, whatever. I don't think anybody's going to care that much that my thing is I'm in a different shirt. Oh, and if you guys wanted to follow me on Letterboxd, let me share my Letterboxd link to you guys. If you're not already following me. Here it is. My Letterboxd. As Batman says, swear to me, explain yourself. What? Should properties from 80s go with animated films in the future? Depends on what the property is. Depends on what the property is. If someone has a great idea to turn an animated film into a live action film, go ahead, and if you can pull it off. If someone has a great idea to turn a already animated film into, already live action property into a great animated film, which I don't think happens enough, do that as well. Like, I'm excited that they're turning Lord of the Rings into an animated anime that's coming out soon. So, have you seen the Cape Crusader? Unfortunately, I have not seen Cape Crusader yet. I'm severely behind on all my TV shows because I'm always watching movies, I'm always YouTubing, and I'm always doing this stuff. So I haven't got to watch my shows, but I would definitely want to go check it out because I'm hearing mixed things, but I feel like the things that I hear about I'm gonna like, so I'm gonna check it out. And here's a quick binge. Where does Deadpool Wolverine rank on your MCU movie list? For me, is 25. Ooh, I haven't actually put it on my MCU list yet. Let's see. Let me do it live. Where's my MCU list? Fast and Furious, A24. I need to update my A24 list too. You know, I'm actually gonna show you guys this right now. Why not do it live? You thought I was finished? So this is my list for MCU. We're gonna be adding. Do I have all the movies on here? How many? It's 33. I think this is 33. I'm going to be adding Deadpool and Wolverine to the list. Oh, whoa. That's not changing. Okay. Deadpool and Wolverine. Okay. 2024. So it's definitely not the worst film in the MCU. It's better than Incredible Hulk. Better than Is it better than First Avenger? Yeah. It's more rewatchable. Better than that. Better than Quantumania. It's better than Love and Thunder. Better than Iron Man 2. Better than Thor. It's better than Volume 2. I don't think it's better than Volume 2. So Deadpool Wolverine is sitting at number 23. As of right now, Deadpool Wolverine is my number 23 film in my MCU list. As you guys can see. I don't know why it was at 80%. It's 34? What am I missing? What movie am I missing? The Marvels. Yeah, that's good. The Marvels is at number 20. Thank you for letting me know. I was out here slipping, dipping, and tripping. Let's see. What I wrote continues. I'm not sure what he meant by that. I think G.I. Joe would do a whole lot better as an animated movie. Yeah, I think that's a possibility. But they're going to do live action because they're going to cross over the Transformers live action. So we'll see. I've just been busy, so I haven't recorded that part yet. I feel you. He's gonna have hate comments about Switch wardrobes. I'm not sure what he's talking about there. I watched the first episode of Crepes Crusader, struggling with it. Damn. I like his choice of wardrobe. Wait, wardrobe? Wait, what are we talking about wardrobes? Did I miss something? I need M. Beer's Gargoyles fan casting. I need Zach Indiana Jones pitch to piss people off again. Oh, God, no. My letterbox is in my YouTube page. It's also my Amazon wish list if you ever want to send me something. 34 now. Goliath is one I struggle on. Wow, nice. Is Deadpool 3 the best Deadpool? I don't think so. I think Deadpool 1 is the best one still. I think it's Deadpool 1, Deadpool and Wolverine, and then Deadpool 2. I think those are the best Deadpools that we have right now. Let me close this patent in Peru. Don't need that no more. Damn, I didn't have all the freaking stumbling on my words. I didn't have all the things ranked and stuff. I'm out here tripping, dipping, and slipping. Didn't have all 34 Marvel films. That's crazy. 34 films in one series. Ooh, somebody that I know gave Cuckoo 4 stars. I'm really excited for that movie. Okay, Collector Movie Man, you gave Trap 4 stars. Nice. Let's see. You know what? One of my favorite YouTubers haven't posted in a long time. I wonder what's going on with her. Her name is Marianne. Hold on, let me go. YouTube. Probably gonna last for like 5 more minutes, and then I'll head out if you guys don't have any more questions. I forgot what her name is. What's her YouTube name? Impression Blend. So that's an I. Anybody check out Impression Blend on YouTube? Let's see. Okay, so she did House of Dragon review 4 days ago. Okay, so she's just been doing House of Dragon reviews. That's why I haven't been really watching her content, because I haven't watched the show. Okay. That's fair. You say you don't think people will be mad about you changing your shirt, aka wardrobe. Changing my shirt? I did say that? I don't even remember that. F that jabroni Hulk Hogan. I agree. 1000%. F Hulk Hogan. I'll say that right here. Hopefully, I don't get me demonetized. This is how. Boo that man.
Day. To this day. To this day.
That type of energy when I'm with Hulk Hogan. Ben Affleck is playing Hulk Hogan. Quit playing. Yeah. It's a possibility. Are you rewatching the live stream and commenting, T? That's hilarious. He said, I guess I was hella behind. Okay. That's great that you were watching and commenting. That's hilarious. What you gonna do, brother, when he drops a slander on you? Oh man, kick him in his bad knee. Zach, you have a good night. I have to get going. I will message you tomorrow and show you my Steelbook collateral. Nice. You have a good night, man. If they didn't play Nicki Minaj Bees in the Trap in the Trap movie, it's a miss. Unfortunately, all the music in that movie was based on his daughter's music. So that no Bees in the Trap, but that's pretty funny. They should have got that. He said, I guess I was hella behind. Yeah. You was watching the beginning of the stream when I was talking about that. All right. Well, guys, this has been hella fun. I am going to hop off, and I'm going to talk to you guys next time. Be on the lookout for my review. This Thursday, I'm trying to have the Return of the King review out. If it doesn't come out this Thursday, it's going to come out. It's definitely going to come out next Thursday, because I have the skeleton for the review out. I've been writing it up. I'm preparing. I want it to be really good. It's going to take time, so I might not have time to finish it this week, but it's definitely the Return of the King review is going to come out next week, and then I'm going to have Throwback Thursdays on a regular. Be on the lookout for my Borderlands review. Be on the lookout for my Cuckoo review. And Friday night, I'm going to be on Mega Collector Movie Man's channel. I think that's how you say his name. We're going to be ranking all the X-Men films on his live stream. And I think on Sunday, I'm going to be on a spoiler chat with the other Zach, not Zach Milne, Zach Gawler, doing ranking, not ranking, talk about Deadpool and Wolverine spoilers. So be on the lookout. I'm going to be doing a lot of YouTube this week. I'm excited to do all that. Let me see what you guys have to say before I head out. Hey, I wonder why. I just have bad memory, man. I'm 30 years old and I'm fat. Bad memory. Rock versus Hogan is still great, though. Of course, can't take away his wrestling accomplishments, but that's a. Which was better, WrestleMania or SummerSlam? Oh man, WrestleMania had some crazy highs. But I think as an overall package, I might have to go with SummerSlam. This is an overall package. It was just a tighter package. Each match had a great story. I got to go with SummerSlam. Later, Collectively Man. Wait, are you binging all X-Men films before that? Nope. No, I'm not. I was supposed to, and then they messaged me in the group chat and said, hey, remember to send the list by Wednesday. I was like, oh, I'm just going to go off the top of the dome, my guy. When Zack attacks. There was no Uso versus Uso disaster at SummerSlam. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was a disaster. Okay, guys. Appreciate everybody here. See you. Subscribe to everybody in the live stream if you're not subscribed to each other already. And I'll see you guys next time.